Older Melania's. It's not in this magazine, but it's coming out soon. Would you like to hear Melania's 25 things you didn't know about? 25 things you didn't know about Melania. In Slovenia, I was a catalog model, which is what you call a model you order out of a catalog. I have no first language. I hope I inspire little girls everywhere to marry for money. Oh, that's...
Okay, let's spill some tea about President Trump and Melania, like we're gossiping at lunch. Bill Maher, this super funny guy, loves making jokes about them. Every time Trump gets in trouble, Maher's jokes get super spicy. But when Melania's in the mix, whoa, his roasts go wild. From creepy Epstein rumors to sketchy money stuff, the Chicago mess, those goofy, big, beautiful bills, and the National Guard slip-ups, it's a huge, crazy show. Maher's humor strips away their fancy look, making them seem like cartoon characters full of chaos and silliness.
Just let them pass like a cloud. Well, maybe that's what we should do with some of Trump's stupid stuff. He took a 747 as a gift? That's not cool. Oh, well. The top military guy is a big drunk? Well, so is Ulysses S. Grant. Maybe it'll work out like that. He's naming the Kennedy Center after... Wait, what? He's naming the Kennedy Center after his wife? That's kind of sweet.
Maher doesn't hold back on the Epstein thing. He teases Trump for saying he hardly knew the guy, even though there's tons of proof, like photos and quotes, that make it hard to believe. It's like Trump's at a crime scene, acting like he just walked by, even though his fingerprints are all over. Maher makes Trump's denials sound like they just make him look more suspicious, especially with those shiny gold ceilings at Mar-a-Lago.
Trump says, "Hey, waitress, how'd you like to pay no tax on those tips?" Remember that? And everybody was like, "Why didn't we think of that?" Las Vegas is a town where everybody gets tips, so maybe that's why Trump was the first Republican to win Nevada in 20 years. You know by how much? 50.59%. Because napalm in the morning smells like Victor.
Melania gets teased too. Maher jokes about how she stays super quiet, like she's trying to vanish. But that silence makes her look like she's okay with Trump's messes. He says she's got this trick of staying out of sight, which might be the smartest thing in their house, but it doesn't keep her out of the drama.
My husband, I'm reminded of the Slovenian national dish. A fat, greasy sausage filled with cheese. I once caught Mike Pence trying on my stilettos. Well, my Secret Service code name is that poor, poor woman. And he gave me a bunch of hats, but he didn't ask me to take a picture in one, which I appreciate. The guy I met is not the person who the night before the dinner shit-tweeted a bunch of nasty crap about how he thought this dinner was a bad idea and what a deranged asshole I was. I read it and thought, oh, what a lovely way to welcome someone to your house.
Then there's the Chicago disaster. Trump tried to look tough by sending tons of soldiers to the city, but it felt like a bad play where he's pretending to be a big boss. Maher laughs at how Trump's need to seem powerful just showed he's got no control. He makes fun of how Trump turned the streets into a stage for his show, while real people were dealing with real problems.
Trump never forgets. It's only hypocrisy if you had other beliefs to begin with. In his first term, he signed an executive order banning TikTok and then got trounced by young voters. So in 24, he campaigned on saving it. And apparently every Tide Pod eater responded.
Melania shows up again, not for doing big things, but for how she looks. Maher teases her for doing stuff like hospital visits or speeches that seem fake, like a nervous intern planned them. To him, she's like a sidekick in Trump's big, empty show, just there to look nice, not to really help.
In his first term, he called cryptocurrency not money and based on thin air and said it seems like a scam. And who better to know a scam? Well, Well, that was then. Now he's on more coins than Julius Caesar. Overnight, he became the crypto candidate as opposed to Biden, the crypt keeper candidate.
Next, Maher goes after Trump's big, beautiful bills. He laughs at how Trump talks about laws like they're shiny toys he's trying to sell. It's all about sounding cool, not actually working. Maher says Trump runs the country like he's selling houses, not leading. Melania's projects, like Be Best, get the same treatment. He jokes that her campaigns are all talk, no action, disappearing fast while Trump's scandals blow up nearby. The National Guard stuff is another big joke. Maher says Trump treats soldiers like props for his photos, not like real people with important jobs. He makes it sound like Trump cares more about looking cool than respecting the troops.
He laughs. I'd never seen him laugh in public, but he does, including at himself. And it's not fake. Believe me, as a comedian of 40 years, I know a fake laugh when I hear it. He was showing me the portraits of presidents, and he pointed to Reagan and said, in all seriousness, you know, the best thing about him is hair.
Melania's part of this too, in a sneaky way. Maher points out how she smiles awkwardly in photos with Trump, like she's posing for a magazine but not really into it. He says both of them are playing parts in a fake show, far from what's really going on. He brings up Epstein again, joking that Trump slips out of trouble like a magician, thanks to his friends and distractions. Melania stays quiet, never talking about the rumors, which Maher says makes her part of the dodging game. All these messes, Chicago, the troops, the bills, Epstein, get tied into one big, crazy picture of a couple obsessed with looking good while everything falls apart.
I copied this list from Michelle Obama. Well, sometimes when I bounce light off my diamond, Donald's hair will chase it like a cat. I wish I knew why I have a recurring dream I'm pinned beneath a giant orange sack of shit. And if I could tell my younger self just one thing, it would be this. You catch a leprechaun and he gives you one wish. Be more specific.
The deepest cut is when Maher laughs at Trump's dream of being remembered as a great leader. He says Trump wants statues and history books, but he'll just get scandals and internet jokes. Melania is dragged into this too. Maher says she wanted to be known for class, but she's stuck with memes and a project nobody remembers. He makes them sound like a team selling a shiny lie. Trump with his big talk, Melania with her posed looks, building a fake empire that's all glitter, no heart. Maher's roast turns them into the ultimate symbols of fake politics.
To ask Pops, why aren't you insulted that Donald Trump thinks so little of you that in city after city he's sending in military troops to do your job? Why doesn't that piss you off? In case you took the summer off from following the news, and who could blame you if you did? America is now a country where, first in LA, then in Washington, D.C., and soon coming to a city near you, the new normal is troops in the streets. The exact thing we've never done here, except for true emergencies, and the thing we most don't want to become normal.
In the first half of his takedown, Maher doesn't let either of them off easy. Trump gets roasted for being shady, messy, and obsessed with looking good. Melania gets teased for staying quiet, going along with it, and adding nothing real. Every scandal is a punchline, every lie another jab. Maher's jokes don't just make you laugh, they rip apart their fake image. He also dives into Trump's money troubles, poking fun at how he says his properties are worth way more than they are. Maher jokes that Trump sees mansions where banks see old houses. Melania is part of this too, enjoying the fancy life without admitting it's built on shaky ground. He laughs at their stiff hand-holding and fake smiles in public, saying it's like they're acting in a play nobody believes. The lawsuits keep coming, and Maher teases Trump for acting like losing in court is a win. Melania, as usual, stays quiet, posing in photos while their world slowly falls apart.
I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but it must have been something with the 2020 election, because I know he used the word lost. And I distinctly remember saying, wow, I never thought I'd hear you say that. He didn't get mad. He's much more self-aware than he lets on in public. Look, I get it. Doesn't matter who he is at a private dinner with a comedian. It matters who he is on the world stage. I'm just taking as a positive, this person exists. Because everything I've ever not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent, at least on this night with this guy.
Maher also roasts Trump's crazy campaign rallies, which feel more like him whining than actual politics. He says Trump repeats the same complaints over and over, like a song stuck on loop. Melania barely shows up, like a guest star who doesn't care about the show anymore. Maher also mocks Trump's flag-hugging, calling it fake patriotism. He points out how Trump avoids real service, misuses soldiers, and weakens the country while acting like a hero. Melania's in those photo ops too, with her perfect outfits and stiff smiles, playing along with the act. Maher lists all of Trump's lies, saying even his fans don't expect the truth anymore. Melania's silence makes her part of the lie, staying out of the way to avoid getting caught.
I think there's only conspiracy theorists on the right. I can't tell you how many people came up to me around that time. Bill, don't you think that assassination attempt was staged? Staged. Walk me through how you stage a bullet hitting just the tip of your ear from 500 feet away. Yeah, shoot at my head. I trust you. But just graze me. It's a new shirt. I don't want to get a lot,
Maher keeps going, laughing at Trump's obsession with being the greatest president ever. He says it's ridiculous to compare himself to Lincoln while surrounded by scandals. Melania's rare comments get the same treatment, empty words that just prop up Trump's fake image. Maher also teases their fancy lifestyle, with Trump golfing through crises and Melania hiding in luxury while the country struggles. They act like they care, but their stiff gestures and empty words don't fool anyone. Epstein comes up one last time, with Maher joking that Trump's denials never stick because the proof keeps popping up. Melania stays silent, like a background character in a messy story she can't escape.